So a few months ago, a subscriber asked to do a walk around on my bike. That was back when I had the 250. Try and find somewhere nice here to shoot a video. A little bit windy, but seems like as good a spot as any. So here she is. It's a 2006 Honda CB900F, or a 919, or Honda Hornet, whatever you want to call it. I've owned it now since July. It's now October. And yeah, so I'll show you around and tell you what I think. A little bit about some of the aftermarket parts. I haven't done any of them. This is how they got the bike, basically. Start at the bottom here. We got a Continental tire on it. It's totally garbage. It works okay, but it's just cupped and worn funny. But anyways, the front forks, they are off of a Honda CBR 600 F4i. Found that out when I went to do the fork seals and bushings. Ordered all the parts and the bushings were wrong, so I figured out that the forks were off of a F4i. Well, telephone. Hello?
Hi there. I was calling about your Malibu.
Okay.
It looks nice. It looks very nice. And I like Chevy. I'll try to call you back. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Sorry for the interruption. Anyways, it's got the F4i forks on it, and one thing that I found interesting is a lot of people, you know, this is a common thing that people do, is they swap out the forks because the F4i forks have the adjustment here and here, you know, they got more adjustments, so that's the whole reason people do them. But the issue is the fender, the 919. The 919 fender is more of a low profile. It's cut off about here, so it's got the high mounting tabs, whereas the F4i has the mounting tab down here and up here. So whoever did the fork swap got the right fender off of an F4i and had it painted to match the bike, because that's not an F4i color. The only thing that sucks is the fender's cracked there and back there, and the paint's starting to chip off of it. But not the end of the world. So LED turn signals, not a fan of them. I'm more of a fan of people being able to know that I'm turning, or, you know, coming into a lane. So I rode behind my dad when we bought the bike, and he said that he didn't even once see the turn signals. So unless you're like on the side of the bike, you can't see those. So eventually those are going to go. Get something different. It's got aftermarket mirrors on it. They're like a fake carbon fiber, whatever. And I actually like these. They're kind of small, but I like them better than the ones that are on the Ninja, because you can actually see out of these. They're not total garbage. You can adjust them and actually see what's next to you and behind you. So I like those. The grips and the handlebars. Let's start with the handlebars. Handlebars are not original to the bike. They are, I believe it's LSL A01 KBA 90890. The ones that come on the bike sit a little higher, and they're chrome. These look like they were originally like a dark black, and they've kind of faded to like a gunmetal gray. So the bars are aftermarket. It's got Superbike grips on it, and whoever put these grips on it forgot to put the washer between the throttle assembly here and the grip, so that kind of sticks a little, but it's not a huge deal. Other than that, everything up here is stock. I'd like to do some aftermarket shorty levers on it, but for now those ones work. Someone has taken and painted the they must have done this just before I bought the bike. They painted the headers black, and they actually looked decent when I bought the bike, but since then the black has just kind of fallen off and they just look like garbage. It looked like they had been heat wrapped previously, so they probably pulled the heat wrap off and the, you know, left marks on the headers, so someone went through and just painted them black, thought it would look good, and they didn't hold up. So I'm not sure what I'll end up doing there, but yeah, they're those are stock. So come back here to the back of the bike. We have a Scorpion slip-on system. This bike does have a cat, and that's stock, so there is a cat in it. And I'm not sure what brand Scorpion pipes these are. I don't know anything about them other than they came on the bike. They have a screw in there for taking out the baffles, but the baffles are welded in, so because I kind of wanted to see what it would sound like with the baffles out. A lot of people get the 900RR headers because they have the single side exit, so they'll put those on there and just put a short can on the side of it. But I kind of like the look of the dual cans. It kind of adds a little character to it, a little weight. But as you come around the back side of the bike here, someone has taken and chopped off the bottom part of the fender, which looks a lot better, so thank you whoever did that. It's also got LED turn signals. That one's got water in it. And this is probably what I'll end up getting for the front of it, because they're actually really bright and nice. I don't know what the deal is with this Honda logo here. I don't know if someone peeled it off and it just kind of left a faded spot, or what the deal is with that. Little scratch there. I don't know what happened there. Happened before I got it. But yeah, other than that, it's stock. I'm loving this bike. Fuel injected. It looks like the sprocket might be aftermarket. I forget the brand, Super Light or something like that. So it may have an aftermarket sprocket on it. It's 44 tooth, which I think is stock size. So, but just washed and waxed her today, and yeah. The back here we got the for the tire we got a Bridgestone Battle Axe Hyper Sport. Love this tire so far. Haven't had a single issue with it. I've never had it break free. Even when it's like colder out, you know, and you get on it, it'll lift the front end right up. No issue. Not that I do that all the time because it scares the daylights out of me. But so yeah, this is my bike. Absolutely love it. I don't clean it as often as I should because it looks real nice. This is only the second time I've cleaned it since I got it. I'm more of a commuter, you know, so I ride it to work every day and anywhere else. So yeah, I'm good. I'm just shooting a video. Thank you. Anyways, so yeah, I'll start it up. You can let you listen to it. I knew her. Doesn't sound bad. It's not too late. It's not obnoxiously loud, but it sounds good. It's got a nice tone to it. So we'll get out of here before too many people ask questions. One thing that is wrong with this bike is the clutch switch. If you leave the kickstand down and put it into gear, it'll stall out because the clutch switch isn't working. It works sometimes though. But yeah, I know nothing about any of these aftermarket parts, so like I've never heard of this LSL company for handlebars. I have no idea if they're any good or not. I've never heard of Superbike. I had never heard of Scorpion exhaust systems. My friend Zach said that they're good and expensive, so that's good. But if you know more about that kind of stuff, let me know. I've had a lot of people ask me about the whirring noise. Not on YouTube, but like in real life. You know, real people in real life. They asked me about the whirring noise that it makes it idle. And asked me if that was normal. And it is. The 919 has some straight cut gears in it. Not sure what they drive and what... Oh, I got my turn signal on. Anyways, not sure what they are... what it drives. But it's got a straight cut gear in it, and that's what makes that whirring noise. This bike is just so responsive and torquey. I love it. It was a massive difference going from a 250 to this, but so far it hasn't bit me in the butt. But it's just, you just give it the beans, man, and it goes. Whew. I washed my bike today. Now the seat's all slippery, and I just slid pretty. Yeah, make sure you put your turn signal on for this left-hand turn in the road. Oh man, This bike is super comfortable though. It's got it's a sport bike, but it's not like most sport bikes where, you know, I'm like laying over the tank, you know, and my handlebars are like this, you know. It's a very comfortable ride, very upright, you know. I love it. If you're considering a bike, I would highly recommend the CB900F.